Today I'm going to talk to you about some of the pros and cons of living in Bluffdale, Utah, give you a look at the area, and tell you more with the updates of 2023. So let's jump right into it. So one of the first things people notice about Bluffdale is it's very easy to access. Interstate 15, Bangor Parkway. They now have the Porter Rockwell Road that goes through that can easily take you to Mountain View Corridor. So convenience-wise, it's very nice. But I took this video by the freeway. I want to show you and kind of talk a little bit more with the flip side of that, and that is the traffic getting in and out, especially on that east side of Bluffdale where Interstate 15 is. Okay, so here's what I mean. You can see Interstate 15 right there, and if you look over, right out there is where the old prison was that they're tearing down, and then you can see this is kind of this east side of Bluffdale, and beyond this Sunrock plant, you can see the roofs of the houses right out there, and that's kind of that east side of Bluffdale and where a lot of the newer houses were being built. I remember when this was all sod farm out here. It's so crazy to see how much it has grown now, and I will show you these houses up closer, but I just wanted to kind of give you an idea from a upper point of view what Bluffdale looks like. Okay, so I am here in the Bluffdale Park and Ride, and you can see Interstate 15 right behind me. So this is one of those conveniences of having access to the freeway here in Bluffdale, and I want to show you behind me. This is where the prison is being torn down, and you might be able to see that behind me to kind of give you an idea of where things are at. And then if you just go over a little bit, Bluffdale is right back there. So very conveniently located. You have park and ride, so you're close to Interstate 15. You can see Bangor Parkway from here, so if you want to get on Bangor. And then of course there's Porter Rockwell that you have access to get on the west side of things and get onto Mountain View Corridor. Okay, the other thing I want to point out as a con is the traffic. Now, that is the main light to go to the east side of Bluffdale. And so what happens is that whole intersection gets backed up, and right here where you get off the freeway, when it's high traffic time, because there's only one lane, this will back up onto Interstate 15 all along here. And I did try to get some video at 5 p.m. But it's very hard to see because I was on the other side of the freeway, but it just backs up and up and up. So with that one lane where you can see that truck, it can be such a nightmare with commuting and getting down to this east side of Bluffdale. Now, if you are living on the east side of Bluffdale, you're going to be very conveniently located to the new downtown Draper, or the Point, whatever it is that people are calling it now, where the old prison was located and is being torn down. So Bluffdale is very close to Draper. It's actually right across the freeway, and if you've watched any of my videos or you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you've heard me say I've lived in Draper since I moved to Utah from California over 20 years ago. So I'm very familiar with Bluffdale and all these surrounding areas to it. So if you're looking at making a real estate move, reach out to me. Calling or texting me is the best method. That way I can answer any questions you may have about the area or real estate in general. Okay, let's talk housing. You have a wide range of homes available to you in Bluffdale, and I'm going to show these different neighborhoods as I talk about them. But to give you an idea, currently active on the market, there are townhouses for sale and single family homes. So your townhouses are starting at about $385,000, and that is actually a short sale property. And then you have homes that go all the way up to over $4 million. There's currently a home listed for $10 million in Bluffdale, but that does have 3 different parcels or 3 different homes that is being sold with that particular property. So the nice thing is, if you are looking for horse property, you can find it in Bluffdale. If you are looking for a large piece of land that you can build a detached garage, you see that a lot in Bluffdale, and you'll see in these videos, I mean, there are some detached garages and structures the further west you go into Bluffdale that they literally look like they are a house tucked back behind these homes. So it's great for somebody that is self-employed, that needs kind of a shop area to do their business. I know there's somebody that lives in Bluffdale that runs like a photography style video type business out of their home in Bluffdale because of that detached structure on their property. Now, if you move further east, you will have the newer construction homes. However, the issue that people have with those newer construction homes is that they tend to be closer together. There are some houses in this newer construction area on the east side of Bluffdale that literally has the minimum setbacks, and you're talking about 6 feet between houses, and each lot is about 0.09 acres, 0.11 acre lots. So if you are looking for a home to spread out a little bit more and have more yard space, that can be a little bit more difficult to find on that east side of Bluffdale. So Bluffdale is a pretty spread out city east to west. Now, one thing you'll still notice about Bluffdale is you still have some amazing mountain views looking east, and then you can also see the mountains looking west anywhere that you're at here in Bluffdale. So Bluffdale has grown a lot in the last couple of years, and there are more businesses, more restaurants, things like that that are going in. However, if you are somebody that wants a more established neighborhood that has more sit-down restaurant options, more shopping options, things like that, just know you're going to have to travel outside of Bluffdale for some of that grocery shopping, clothes shopping, malls, things like that. Now, Bluffdale does have an amazing sushi restaurant that is new on the east side of Bluffdale near Interstate 15. So if you want something like that, but generally speaking, it's a lot of fast food places that have come into Bluffdale. There's a Fat Cats that have come in right off of Bangerter, which is for kids, like a bowling alley and things like that, kind of a fun, hangout spot that's indoors for kids. So there are things coming in and continuing to come in. But like I said, if you want something more established, malls, shopping, grocery store options, things like that, just be prepared to travel outside of Bluffdale. But one thing people don't realize is part of Bluffdale is in a river bottom. So you can see here these houses, how I'm way below them where this park is being built, and these houses all along here are lower elevation, and you can even see it when you look west here. So you can see there how, again, it's the hill starts to go up, and we're just kind of down in this valley. So that is something to consider if you are going to need flood insurance purchasing down here, or if you want to, because if we have a heavy year of rain or snow like we did this year, that could be a problem in this area. Now, Now, if you haven't already, I did do a video that you can check out here. I'm going to put on the screen of Bluffdale a couple of years ago. And I talk a little bit more about the Jordan Parkway, the trail system, kind of those east side luxury homes and some of the larger lots on the east side from what I talked about with the smaller 6 feet between them on the east side. So check out that video if you're interested in seeing more about Bluffdale a couple years ago. If you're looking at making a real estate move, I'd love to connect with you. Shoot me a text, send me an email, do what you got to do. I am always here to help, but as always, make it a great day.